Hello idlers, this is your Colonel speaking, and ladies and gents, we have new events, lots of new events actually, because it's Halloween I guess. So we got all sorts of goodies here. You can see the balloons and such. But anyway, let's go to our mailbox, and we're going to get in our mailbox, we're getting Heroic Scrolls times 3 and Karma Apples times 2, and basically every day you're going to get those rewards. So very nice. It's obviously a heroic summoning event, so we're going to check those out. We'll grab those and check out the events. So first of all, let's see, we've got to do our summoning circle really quickly. We've got a free basic to do here, and our gold, do a little housekeeping is all. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's see, we're going to go check out the Halloween events. So let's see, we've got Witch Forest here, and this is where you use your caramel apples, of course, and you can buy extras I guess. I'm not going to at the moment, but I guess you can get them for 50 gems per caramel apple. And basically, let's see, what do we do here? A witch who loves caramel apples lives in the forest. When she collects enough caramel apples, strange things happen. So let's see, it can randomly replace the skin into other skin of the same quality, and each skin is replaced with the same odds. So normal skin cannot be replaced. If you are not satisfied with the result of the replacement, you can cancel to keep the original skin, but the consumed caramel apples will not be returned. Tap save to save the new skin replaced, and the original skin and caramel apples will be consumed. The skin level is divided into 4 categories: Festival Legendary, Festival Limited, and Limited. Okay. So I guess that's interesting. So basically you can trade in high-end skins for other high-end skins at random, basically, for the apples that you collect. So that seems like it will be something that we want to save up for, and then sort of do it at the end. And of course, Witch Forest goes for 2 weeks, it looks like. Is that right? Yeah, 2 weeks. So next up, we got Pumppy's treasure. Pumppy, okay. Naughty Pumppy. Naughty Pumppy shows up in the idle continent. During the event, you can obtain Pumppy's treasure by using candy. So go get them all. Anyway, this is just your basic collecting items type of deal here. But you can get, I guess the grand prize here is an orange exclusive artifact for 300. You can also get an Amun-Ra copy for 300, an Ada copy for 300, a random elite light hero for 200, and a random dark hero for 200 as well. And then we got a Horus copy for 150 and a Cthulhu copy for 150. For 100 you get an elite hero, and you can get 3 of those, limit 3, so you can get up to 3 of those. And then we got, for 50 you can get just regular 5-star heroes, limit 5. For 20 you can get skin shards, just a regular skin for 20, and you can get up to 5 of those. And then you got your little 1 candies here, just to use up your candies. You can buy as many of these 4-star shards as you want. 5 shards for 1 candy, I guess. So I take it these will come in the campaign, I guess. Let's see. Let's go check our campaign loot. So nothing there. So maybe you get them elsewhere. We'll see. So lastly, we got the ghost package here, and the demon package. So the ghost package is $10 at $9.99, I guess, and you get 50 candies and 5 prophet orbs and 10 heroic scrolls and 1101 gems, I guess. So that's the ghost package, and of course you get 500 VRP points. And then with the demon package, you got, that's $49.99, and that's where you get Nakia's limited skin, 150 candies, 50 heroic scrolls, and 2500 gems. So that's so Dread Puppet is, well, it's not, it's Amon-Ra's skin, isn't it? It's not Nakia, I'm sorry. So Amon-Ra's Halloween limited skin. So that's kind of nice. Let's see, we'll preview that. Oh wow, that's cool. She's got little ghosts coming out of the bottom over there. Anyway, yeah, I like that. It's pretty cool looking. Gives her +4 speed, +5 HP, and +4 damage reduce. And it says, who's knocking at the door? A human or a creature? Oh, Dread Puppet sends her invitation to you, and it says, welcome to my horrible carnival night. Anyway, there you go. That's Amon-Ra's limited Halloween skin. So that's pretty cool. So that does it for the Halloween events. So let's go on over to the cool events now. Basically, Grey Dwarf's Blessing is going for another week here. Then we got our value packages. So you got you can get candies and heroic scrolls and gems, and I guess you can get caramel apples as well in the lower tiered packages, I guess. So those are all nice. So Hero Lottery, this is the new forest warrior, I believe. She is what is her name? I forgot already. Garuda, that's right. So if you summon Garuda into your collection, then you can get this bonus set of 3-star orange armor here. So, and you can get that for every Garuda that you summon. So if you get more than one, you can get more than one suit of armor here. And it also works if you get shards. If you get Garuda in shard form in your bag, as long as you pull her out of your bag this week, you can get this prize as well. So you don't just have to summon her, but you can get it. I don't know if it's even possible to get her in shard form yet, but if it is, if you do somehow get her in shard form in your bag, you can pull her out and put it in your collection in order to get this extra prize here. Anyway, moving on to the summoning prizes, we're gonna let's see. Oh, so you can get candies for your summonings. So for 50 points, or rather, I guess for 100 points, you're gonna get a total of 30 candies, 20 heroic scrolls, and 6 prophet orbs. So then at 200 you're adding in a Mickey copy, and at 300 you're adding in 5 hero replacement materials here, soul symbols I guess they're called. And so if you get to the 300 level, you're going to get a total of what? 15 prophet orbs, and 30 heroic scrolls, and 60 candies, I guess, for the event. So there you go. But it goes even further. So at 400 points, you're going to get your Garuda copy, as well as 50 more candies. And then at 500 points, you're going to get 15 glorious relics and 50 more candies. So basically, you can get up to 190 candies in this event. And of course, you can go ahead and complete this event 4 times if you happen to have that many heroic scrolls, and that's going to get you extra prizes, of course. So I don't know, we'll check out Garuda in a bit and see if she's worth getting. I was going to skip this event, but we'll see. Anyway, we also have the hero exchange event. So these go into your altar shop temporarily for this week, and you can get an Asmodel copy for 6,000 altar stones, and a Nakia copy for 5,500. So there you go. Those are your exchange heroes this time around. So other than purchasing Halloween candies, the only way you can get them is through the summoning event this time around. So they're really trying to entice people to get to summon this time, because of course we got the light and the dark heroes coming up in December, I guess. So I know I've been saving up for those, and I've been saved up 600 scrolls so far, and so I don't really want to participate in this event. I want to save up, but it is tempting because, you know, there are some nice prizes, I guess, that you can get for those candies. So I don't know. It's tempting. It's very tempting, but we'll see. I think I'm going to stick to my guns and not do that, but not do the summoning event this time around. But we'll see. So anyway, let's see what we got coming up here. What else do we have to look at? I guess we can look at the new forest hero first. So there she is, Garuda, and she's pretty cool. She's a little elf spirit type of thing, I guess. And yeah, so she is a warrior, which is nice. New forest warrior. So her active skill basically deals 480% of attack damage to 3 random enemies. Uses up all the layers of Featherblade, with each layer dealing an extra 320% of attack damage to 1 random target. So I guess this stacks up with her, with this ability, is it? Yeah, so whenever a hero on the battlefield dies, she restores 30% of her max HP and gains 2 layers of Featherblade. And Featherblade acts as damage reduction plus 4% for each Featherblade. And then of course when her active skill goes off, the Featherblades each deal 320% of attack damage to a random target. So she can do a lot of damage with her active skill, especially if she has these feathers built up. So that's pretty nice. So then Eagle Power, passive skill, she gets 30% HP 40% crit damage, 25% attack, and 30% control immune. So a little bit of control immunity, that's nice. A lot of the newer units are gaining some type of control immunity, so that's kind of nice. And what is her crit? It's 0%, I guess, without not counting this ability. So she gains 40% crit. Well, I guess that's crit damage, isn't it? It's not crit. So she doesn't have any natural crit, but she does gain crit damage. And then with her final skill here, Instinct of Hunt, passive skill, whenever an ally performs active skill or basic attack, assists to deal an extra 250% of attack damage to the targets, gains self a layer of feather blade, and increases self 5% of crit for 2 rounds. Okay. So she can gain feather blades this way as well, with this ability. She gains them passively with this ability, and then whenever another hero dies, it can be an ally or an enemy, she also gets 2 layers of feather blade. So she can build those up fairly quickly, and then she releases them here. And of course, until she releases them, they act as damage reduction on her. So she's pretty nice. She's got some nice defense, and then turns it into offense when she casts her active skill. So a nice little addition to the Forest faction here. She definitely deals a lot of damage, and has some staying power as well. So there you go. That is the new Forest warrior, Garuda. And of course, they also adjusted the stats of all the healers in the game. At least the 3 main healers, Vesa, Ormus, and Belrain. So let's check out Vesa here. I didn't write their stats down, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to take a look. So she deals damage against 4 random enemies, recovers all allies for 220% of attack as HP, and recovers all allies an extra 70% of attack HP over time for 5 rounds. So, what else? Heal effect plus 20 on this one here. And she gains 50% precision as well. Did she have 50% precision before? That's kind of nice. So honestly, I really don't know what changed exactly on Vesa, unfortunately. But she did get a buff, and so did Ormus and Belrain. So let's see. Okay, so she didn't have that before, I don't think. When she falls below 50% HP, she dispels all control effects on her, recovers 100% of max HP, and has a 100% chance to silence all enemies for 1 round. Increases self 100% of crit damage for 8 rounds. Wow, that's pretty nice. That's really nice, actually. So she gets rid of all control effects on her, recovers all of her HP. So as soon as she falls below 50% HP, she gets all of her HP back, dispels all control effects on her, silences the enemy, all enemies for 1 round, and increases her own crit damage for 8 rounds. So that's crazy. So that's almost like Sleepless and Michelle, kinda, when they die and come back. I mean, as long as Vesa doesn't die, as long as she falls below 50% HP, as long as she doesn't die, then she goes straight back up to 100% HP, and yeah, all that good stuff. and has crit damage for 8 rounds, so that's really nice. So pretty cool. Will it be enough? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Let's go back here. Let's see, what are we doing? I guess we could look at Ormus as well. So it doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, of course, and heals the ally with the lowest HP for 300% of attacker's HP. Inflicts a rescue mark. That's all I think was there before. He may have higher percentages and such, but I think this is all the same basically. So each basic attack deals damage and restores HP to all allies for 2 rounds. So that's pretty nice. He heals your entire team for 2 rounds. And then heal effect plus 50%. I don't know if that was there before or not, but that's pretty nice. And lastly, the Heart of Ormus. When he falls below 50%, increases heal effect on all allies for 20% for 3 rounds, and gives them a rescue mark. And okay, so I don't think a whole lot has changed on Ormus as far as I can tell, but maybe a little bit. And lastly, we have Belrain. So she deals damage to 4 random enemies and increases 4 random allies' attack by 30%, speed by 30, and effect of being healed by 20% for 3 rounds, with 40% chance to remove all control effects on them. I don't believe she removed control effects before, so I think that's new, but I think everything else is pretty much the same on her active skill. So that's pretty nice that she can remove control effects on your team. And then I think all of that is pretty much the same, except possibly her heal effect plus 40%. I'm not sure if that was there before or how powerful it was, but now it's plus 40%. Basic attack heals 3 random allies for 2 rounds, and she always heals the ally with the lowest HP first, so that's kind of nice, because some of your other healers just heal randomly, and sometimes they don't heal your units that need to be healed. So that's a nice thing about Belrain. And lastly, when a hero dies, she restores 400% of attacker's HP for all allies for 4 rounds. So, when she dies, yeah. So yeah, I believe she did that before, but, so yeah, I believe that's pretty much the same. Oh, and also Nakia has gone into, finally, I've been waiting forever for her to get into the elite shards, so she's there now. Yeah, there she is. So I think we're going to cash in some elite shards and hopefully get some Nakias or some Oberons. That's all that we really need. So let's go ahead and summon all 5 of these. And of course we got Jack Nothing. We didn't get much of anything. I like the scary copy. That'll be useful at some point. But the rest of these are trash, basically. So we didn't get too lucky there. And I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and just check on the notice here. Make sure we hit everything here. So let's see. We did the caramel apples, all of the Halloween events, and we looked at Garuda, Amun-Ra's Halloween limited skin, Vesa, Belrain, Ormus, and of course Nakia is in the glorious temple now and can be summoned by 5-star elite hero shards, which we tried, but we didn't get any of her, unfortunately. And removed the achievements on Marauders of Friends. What does that mean? We don't have Marauders anymore, do we? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I honestly don't know what that means. But anyway, things look a little differently, as you can see. The altar looks different. The creation circle looks different. The wishing fountain looks different. Everything's decorated differently for Halloween. So that's pretty cool. And other than that, I think we are finished, everybody. So thanks so much for joining me tonight. I am your Colonel, signing off. And remember, as always, where are you, Karma? Remember, as always, that Karma can be a real bitch, but she is lovely. Even lovelier than before, isn't she? Anyway, everybody, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.